Welcome to The Hypnotist, the show that gives you inside access to cutting-edge hypnosis with real clients facing genuine issues. Brought to you by the hypnotherapist demanded by celebrities, CEOs, and even royalty, Adam Cox. These recordings took place live from Adam's clinic in London's world-famous Harley Street. This podcast features powerful hypnosis, so do not listen while driving or operating machinery. This recording is not suitable for those with epilepsy or severe mental health issues. So, get yourself comfortable and enjoy today's episode of The Hypnotist.
Hi, it's Adam here, and in this episode of The Hypnotist, you're going to be listening to a hypnosis session created for a client that was approaching retirement and that had a successful career and really wanted to make the most of their retirement years, because for them, retirement could be two different things. It could be, doing what you should be doing, getting, certain things in place, call it pragmatic stuff, admin stuff, but just letting that time slip away. Or it could be a wonderful time of opportunity, of choices, of freedom to finally do the things that they always wanted to do, to have moments of just being present, of creating new connections, of learning new things and doing different experiences. And in the conversation before the hypnosis session, the client unconsciously used a metaphor of a patchwork quilt. And if you've not seen a patchwork quilt, a lot of quilts and blankets these days are just one big piece of material. But a patchwork quilt is lots and lots of small squares all stitched together to make something big. And it was an excellent metaphor for the fact that, her retirement or these years were going to happen anyway, but they could be full of boring grey squares where not much happens, or they could be bursting with colour and textures and things that would represent incredible moments and memories and adventures and experiences. And that's really what this is all about. So even though it was created for someone transitioning from the world of work to the world of kind of having lots of time to do things, I would say it's an excellent metaphor for anyone. As I was doing the session, I was thinking, true, like the next 2 years, 5 years, 10 years are going to pass anyway. Wouldn't it be great to think of that time as being filled with things where you're taking a few chances and risks and doing things, making the most of the time? So I think anyone could benefit from this session, but it was created for someone approaching the time where they weren't going to be working full time anymore. So just bear that in mind as you listen to this. And of course, use it if this is useful. But if a bespoke session feels like it could be helpful for you, then you can schedule a completely free consultation call on Zoom by clicking the link in the show notes. We can have a chat and figure out if it's worthwhile doing some sessions entirely for you and your circumstances. But for now, find a quiet, comfortable place where you won't be disturbed, relax, and enjoy the session. Take a deep breath in. And as you breathe in, feel like you're breathing in a wonderful feeling of calm relaxation. Imagine it going in through your nose into your lungs, and imagine that relaxation spreading to every cell in your body. And as you exhale, just get a growing sense that tension is being displaced and released. And imagine how good it would feel for the tension to feel like it's leaving your body in your outward breath. Breathing in relaxation, exhaling tension, as you get this feeling of becoming deeper and deeper relaxed. And maybe you scan your body and see where it feels like echoes of tension, stress, any worries or anxiety exist for you. Some people have certain muscles tense that they don't even realize. Some people hold tension in their jaw or their forehead, the neck, the shoulders, sometimes even there's tension in a finger or a toe. Now I want you to get a sense that you're giving permission for that tension to be released. And doesn't it feel wonderful to let that tension be released as you feel it leave your body every time you exhale? And notice when you elongate the exhale and breathe out for longer, it feels like you're releasing more of what needs to be released, which in turn invites not just relaxation, but resourceful relaxation to then go on the inhale, breathing in resources and exhaling any limitations, any echoes of the past that no longer serve you. Scan your body for any feelings of judgment, guilt, shame, or regrets, and allow that to leave your body as you breathe out. And breathing in hope, optimism, but also passion and enthusiasm, feeling like you're becoming more and more resourceful with every inward breath. And feel that you're releasing everything that is impeding the very life you desire on your outward breath. And as your body relaxes, your mind begins to drift, like a gentle breeze carrying you towards a place of deep imagination, a place where your future unfolds in vivid color and wonderful textures, a place where you are the artist, the creator, the author of the next chapter of your life. And I wonder if you could imagine yourself standing before a large open space, like a blank canvas. But instead of paint or words, this canvas will be woven from the very fabric of your life. I want you to imagine material in squares, but imagine them pure white. No texture, no color. And allow this huge open space of segments of white material to represent a patchwork of possibilities, where each patch represents a choice of how to spend your time. I want you to get a sense that time will pass anyway. Some people will create a quilt of grey, plain, almost meaningless patches to create a boring blanket. But I want you to feel a sense of inspiration and intention. You will create a patchwork of incredible patterns and colors, something exciting and vivid. I want you to get a sense that, of course, some of these patches will be linked to memories, experiences, the skills and wisdom you've gained. But I want you to get a sense of freedom, excitement, as you realize that you are free to add new patches, new colors, new patterns, and new textures that reflect the richness of what's to come. As you reach out, you find that every choice you make adds a new piece to this ever-growing quilt. Maybe you have an idea of an upcoming patch that could be grey, but you want to make it bursting with colours. You start to think about what these patches could represent. Maybe it's a patch that symbolises a long-held dream, something you've always wanted to do but never quite had the time for. And the fabric of this patch might be bold and striking, with vivid reds and deep blues or shimmering golds. Just thinking about that long-held dream gives you an idea of what that patch could look like. But it only becomes real when you experience it. Then look at another patch, and maybe it represents a new project or a challenge, something to keep your mind engaged, something stimulating and fulfilling. Maybe it's learning a new skill, creating something with your hands. Maybe it's writing or painting or teaching or exploring an idea that excites you. And maybe that patch will have an intricate pattern woven with curiosity and growth. Some of these patches will come from friendships and connections, just time spent together. And maybe that will lead to a fascinating conversation, or perhaps a moment of deep empathy. Laughter could mean brighter colors, and other emotions may be different textures. Shared experiences, moments of support, all contribute to the patches in this ever-growing quilt. Some patches will come from quiet moments of mindfulness and just being in the present. Time spent in stillness, in nature, in reflection. A simple yet profound space in your quilt of them will influence the colors. I want you to get a sense that this quilt will be created anyway. It could be a quilt of patches of grey and brown, plain colors with no textures, or it could be a quilt bursting with the most vibrant colors, intricate textures, new fabrics, designs, like a kaleidoscope of ever-changing sensations and intensity. Each patch you represent something that you've experienced. Sometimes just setting the intention creates a self-fulfilling prophecy. And what if you set the intention to create a quilt that represents a life well lived? Nothing left undone. A life without regrets, a quilt full of color, warmth, and meaning. I want you to imagine going forwards in time and seeing how the quilt gets bigger, more colorful, more vibrant, and allow it to bring a smile on your face. Because some of these patches will represent doing things you've never done before, overcoming adversity, being free of old habits and introducing new ones, an ever-evolving story of your life. I want you to imagine seeing yourself in the last year of your life, way off into the future. See yourself old but smiling as you realize this older version of you is surrounded by a thick, warm, colorful patchwork quilt. And see that older version of you reminiscing of wonderful moments, experiences, and stories. Enjoying the evolution of their life. Feeling proud of what they did and who they became. And if that seems to appeal to create wonderful moments, experiences, and positive changes, just let me know by nodding your head. Because you are witnessing a patchwork of possibilities manifested into reality. You are unlocking all of the resources needed to make possibilities realities. It's time to return to the present, but you do so feeling inspired, feeling that the past is the past, and this point forwards is a blank canvas. Infinite blank patches for you to add your color. So take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your nose. Just wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes, connect fully into the here and the now. As I now count from 1 to 10 to awaken you, you will awaken feeling resourceful, inspired, eager to create a wonderful, colorful patch that creates a feeling of momentum. Starting to count. 1, 2, 3, waking up. 4, 5, 6, more alert. 7, 8, open your eyes, open your eyes. 9, 10, wide awake, wide awake.
Thank you for listening to The Hypnotist with Adam Cox, the show that gives you inside access to cutting-edge hypnosis with real clients facing genuine issues. To automatically receive the latest episodes, please subscribe. If you'd like to support the show, please share this episode with just one friend you think it could help. And if this episode helped you, please leave us a 5-star review.